21 Superboy Music Channel.
Alright, g'day guys, and welcome. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and these are my wonderful players, my Patreons, the guys who come over every week to come and hang out with me on a Friday morning playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, The Ruby Phoenix, a prequel to the module adventure, the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix by Paizo. Our heroes are embarking in the lands of Tianxia to try and locate several scrolls belonging to master martial artists in order to try and overthrow and overturn the evil Oni daimyo, whose grip over the lands have been far and wide. It is so good to see so many people here in chat today, and thank you in advance already for all the people who subbed. Guys, my name is Karen, Odd Bandicoot, and Faye. Thank you so much for your resubscriptions. It's always an absolute pleasure to see you guys here, and it does make me so humble to feel as though you guys are, spending your time and, of course, your support here on the channel. It's always good to see you. Hi. Now, before we get too deep into things, let's, of course, start with a shout-out to none other than the sponsors of our show. Guys, these guys help us keep the lights on. These guys allow us to make all the cool and wonderful games. We have Hero Forge for all of the really cool and wonderful artworks that you see on screen here. And I'm sure by now you've noticed there's a new guy here. There's a new character. Who could that be? We'll talk about that in a second. But there's also, again, a new artwork for that character made in Hero Forge. We also have Sirenscape for the lovely sounds you will hear over the course of today's session. Which, of course, is, like all games, I think, need a really good atmosphere. And seriously, Sirenscape? Guys, Sirenscape's like one of the best things for a great atmosphere. So yeah, go check out Sirenscape. And of course, last but not least, our VTT of choice is Fantasy Grounds. Now, we're going to be just using the roller for today because we've got like a few things that I don't have maps for. So, just take my word. It's great. It's pretty. You can do cool things with it. And make character sheets and do awesome stuff. So yes, go check out Fantasy Grounds, and if you actually do purchase anything on Fantasy Grounds and use our affiliate link, you go even further in helping Dead Aussie Gamer do Dead Aussie Gamer things. So there you go. So if you ever wanted to try it, let me know. Just do the thing. There you go. All right. Also, no, that's it. That's all the sponsors for today. Okay. To introduce their characters, let's now throw the ball over to my wonderful players, starting with none other than Sean, this incredible individual, otherwise known as Random in chat. He plays the role of Kaito, the Kitsune sorcerer, master of the aquatic arts. Good morning.
Good morning. I wasn't expecting such an intro.
I don't know. I just felt like I've had the when you wake up in the morning and your voice is like super deep. I've had that going, and I just want to do the narration voice.
Michael to practice.
World
this summer. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Coming, bro.
So he is a kitsune. Trust me. He just hasn't been able to look like one for a while because he's trying to hide the fact. But he's a 13-year-old stray who's been living on the streets that have got mixed up into all this mess. And may or may not have been the cause for it.
It's hard to say exactly what the cause has been, but yes, you've definitely been at the center point of a lot of the conflict here. And another person who's also been very central to the conflict here is none other than Tamaki Kai.
Hello.
Played by the incredible Immersion Diversion, otherwise known as Neo. Tamaki Kai has definitely come to his fair share of death, destruction, and chaos. He also has a reptile hand. Not sure if you noticed the change in the Hero Forge mini, but now his arm has been replaced. I got a grafted arm.
It's been grafted, so yeah, that's cool.
Tell us about Tamaki.
Tamaki is a magistrate in training. He is a ancient elf of the House Tamaki. Magistrate in training. He's been outside of Goka for a bit, trying to figure out what the deal is between the Oni daimyo and his family.
Nice. And now, from the infamous Roll for Initiative, comes a man who needs no introduction. A man whose spirit burns with the heart of 1,000 Viking warriors. Playing the role of Kanbei, everyone's favorite dad, is Ryan.
Yes, hello.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's fantastic. I don't know that I can really follow that. Yeah,
Kanbei has been
Kanbei
fully
is definitely
described.
our resident dad bard. Does his best to sort of look out for this new awkward found family, as he is on a quest to find a mythical jade Kieran statue for his daughter that he promised her, and yeah, and some cool backstory stuff that's been creeping in. We might actually get a little bit of that tonight. I don't know. Stay tuned to find out after these words.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
On Dragon Ball Kanbei.
Dragon Ball Kanbei. Our next warrior comes from a land far, far, far away from Tianzia. After a journey across winds and wave, Takeshi, a traveling ranger, whose arts and guidance have taken him far and wide, eventually to a temple of the waves where he encountered our group, and has joined them as the stalwart protector of all that they hold dear, is played by another person, a protector of the rock, otherwise known as Rock Protector.
Yeah, what Michael said.
Yep.
Yep.
Kind of what it is. And that's the guy.
It's me. I'm playing that guy. Yeah.
What's his what I've got a quick question for you here. What
Yeah.
is his impression of the adventure so far? Is he like super keen on, like, you know, like, you know, like, hey, this thing?
Like how do I feel about the adventure so far?
Yeah.
Well, he's overwhelmed. Like, you guys probably know that, by the city, because he's probably passed
Never
through
been in a
some
big
big one. He's probably passed through like tiny little towns, but he's never been so he's overwhelmed right now. The beginning of the adventure, it was kind of in the nature, so it was his kind of like, he felt, he was okay.
It's also dehydrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So
Cool. And last, but not least, brand new, making his debut on the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, a man, a legend, the incredible, indomitable Avarian CA, playing the role of Yoki. More information to come about him, but for now, however, welcome Avarian.
I promise not to embarrass you too much.
That is very difficult. You've seen the people I work with. Okay. All right. But yes, welcome, Avarian. It is so good to have you here. I'm so happy to have you around the table. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, Avarian, long-term fan of the channel, now a Patreon, now gets to play here every Friday, which is so cute. I'm so excited. But we're not gonna dilly-dally because we're already half an hour in. But guys, real quick, we have one last sponsor to thank, and of course that's you guys. You guys in the audience. Thank you so much for being a part of today's show, and thank you for joining us today. If you guys would like, boom, there is a number of ways you can interact with the game and come behind the GM screen in order to do cool things. You can either use your channel points to give inspiration, divine rerolls. You can summon monsters and enemies, or even just give insight into what you think the party should be doing. In addition, we have some monetary donations, which all proceeds go towards feeding dags, poor homeless dags. Roll clip of there's like little animal shelters with like me in a cage. Yeah, that's basically it. And for $5, you can grant myself Jinx points, which I can use to cause mischief, or my players hero points to get themselves out of danger, or roll with advantage, or stave off a killing blow. Lots of cool things there. $10, I will draw from my deck of plot twists, which I will then draw 3, ask you to pick one, and that plot twist simply happens. It's a good way to keep my narrative on its toes, so if you guys are keen on that one, that's a good one to go with. For $20, you can give someone the coveted natural 20, which can be used to, just get a nat 20, because that's what happens. You just have a nat 20. By the way, there is one extra one on there, which I put while I was rearranging stuff. I am very sorry, Kaito, but you don't have a nat 20. But yes, so natural 20s, again, used for that. $50 can boost up or make a encounter even more difficult, or provide our group with a custom magic item of your choice. Lastly, we have a secret menu item. This $100 donation is a huge, massive sponsorship to today's show, and will come with a special flashback scene for Kanbei, where we will be going into Kanbei's past, and we're going to be taking everyone with them for a very, very cool thing I've been building. But that's only if we do that. So there you go. I'm not going to tell you more than that. It's a secret menu item because, again, we're not going to talk about it, anymore. But if anyone asks about it in chat, you guys who are here at the start of the show, well, you guys get to know the secrets. That's the benefit of coming in when we begin. All right.
It's like syllabus day.
It is. It's a little bit. All right. Let us begin. All right. Our heroes are currently aboard a small makeshift raft. This raft is quite long and is currently being pushed along by a long, massive pole that is kind of hitting the bottom of the rather shallow kind of reef, and sort of moving along from sandbar to sandbar, from this like sort of collection of underwater coral across the waves. At the helm is a samurai-looking individual, big, large sword on his hip, and long kimono robes that seem to be tied around. Humble-looking kimonos, of course, not like your kind of formal royal attire or anything like that. He also seems to have on his head this wide-brimmed rice hat. He has a smell about him of like linseed oil and the like, and every now and then seems to dig into a small bag of seeds that he chews on. He's a quiet individual, and you've been traveling with him for about maybe half an hour. Kanbei has been eyeballing this guy from behind, while Kaito, Kai, and Takeshi... Actually, no, don't worry about this, Takeshi. Kaito and Kai, can I get you both to make me a percentage roll, please?
Oh, yeah. 87.
You are fine. And Kaito?
Oh, there we go.
99.
Wow.
Very nice. Okay. Despite your previous adventures involving, of course, the sailing across the seas surrounding Nagajor, and of course your encounters with the sea hags and the like, you have actually developed quite stable sea legs. You're actually not hindered or penalized in any kind of way for traveling on the ocean. Unfortunately, Kanbei, you are, as you are not quite as familiar with, sort of being on boats and traveling the rivers and the like. And Takeshi, you are also fine because you have spent much of your time on the ocean and out at sea. Now, as the four of you manage to sit in the back of the raft, the front of the raft, let's say, the back of the raft where this individual, whose name you haven't asked yet, is continuing to push on. He won't be able to hear your conversation as you quietly talk among yourselves while en route to a small little place called Flotsam Island.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Yeah, sure.
the scene is yours.
Yeah, Kambe's just kind of groaning softly a little bit in the corner or in at the raft.
How big is this raft?
It's about 10 foot wide and about 15 foot long. This
Okay.
it's quite a large raft. I say small in regards to like it's not a boat, as it were. It's not like a sloop or like a larger seafarer. You know, it's like it is still a raft.
Gotcha.
Like a flat bottom barge.
Yeah, basically.
And you said Kanbei kept on looking back at the samurai.
He seems
times.
he seems to be paying close attention to them.
I'll sit down next to Kanbei.
All right.
Uh,
I was like, have you seen him before? Do you recognize him from somewhere or something?
well, actually, man, you would think that the fact that I've been a fisherman for the last 30 years would mean I was comfortable on a boat, but like, apparently not, man. Anyway.
Well, this is actually a lot further out than the calmer seas of the fishing lanes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is quote unquote the deeper regions, as it were. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I always imagined you as more like a river fisherman.
It's funny. No, I love it. I love it.
Okay, cool. Okay, carry on.
Actually, I think we've got a little bit of time. I've not been there, but I've heard of this place, and I think when we get there, if we can all just have a quick conversation, and maybe if you can just, probably be best if everybody just use this time to like rest and not do anything foolish, and maybe take a nap and just kind of keep nice and chill till we get to this this island that we're headed to. But yeah, we can have a conversation when we get there.
Okay. I definitely, he could see disappointment in his face, and he just kind of like idly just like rubs his shoulders and he sits back down.
Kanbei's words hang quite heavily as you make your journey. It is about 3 hours as you travel, once again moving from these reefs to reefs across the water. It's almost disconcerting when he pushes off one of the reefs and all you can see beneath you is like dark waters, like very dark waters. You're almost at some points not sure that the current is going to bring you to the next small island because he has no oars or sail on this boat. If he does not make it to that next island, it doesn't look as though it's going to keep moving. But each and every time, he manages to slide it almost like threading a needle, hop from these lower sand bridges. At the end of the 3-hour mark, you can see up ahead a small connection of very similar barges to this, each of them hodgepodge together as more of these boats seem to come and go very, very frequently. You can see that they almost put down and lay out several planks and structures so that people can move between the boats freely and chat and the like. It almost in itself looks like a floating island. As you get closer, for probably the second time since you asked him to take you, the man speaks. We will be resting here, but we will not wait long. I require some supplies. Rest, drink, eat. I will be ready to leave in a roughly an hour. Then we will journey the rest of the way to Minkai.
Sounds good.
As he pulls into the dock, you can see that. Just as a quick description, as he's pulling into the dock, you can see that there are like 2 other sailors on another barge who see him coming, and they're kind of helping guide him in. And you watch as they basically as he pulls his barge in, they start building the bridges and stuff like that and connecting it and anchoring it down and weighing it, and he does as well, just to kind of make it so that it's basically very stable now that it's connected to the bigger structure.
I drag my feet a little, getting my stuff together, and I want to sort of clock where he heads.
Very well. I'm gonna make this a stealth check, or a deception check. Either way, you're trying to go unnoticed in your, trying to see where he's headed.
Absolutely, man. Well, I mean, we're definitely going to go with the deception, because that's a plus 12.
Make it so.
It's what I do. It's all right.
Hey, Michael. I think me and Kambe's point got switched. I don't think he had one, and I had one.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
Very well.
Sorry to do.
Actually, no,
sorry to do that.
No,
Kambe.
you're absolutely
Take
right.
whatever
You're
you need.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Hold on, let me fix that.
Sorry for taking that away from you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. If you don't bring it up now, then when? There we go. Done. All right. With a deception check of 18, you do manage to notice that he is heading towards what looks to be kind of like almost like a black market of some kind. You can see that they're selling a variety of exotic animals and the like in the in that particular area. But like I said, it's pretty. Unless you go into a full blown following, kind of determined like this is where we're going. Yeah. You are, however, alone with the raft and the other sailors and stuff, and you get this immediate smell of hawker food just everywhere around you. It permeates the air. You see that several of these boats have sizzling grills that are active, with people fanning the charcoals and grilling super fresh fish and squid and coals and stuff like that. You can also see that people have made like a variety of different drinks out of very tropical fruits, even like coconuts and stuff like that. They've made like a lot of rum that is going around as well. There's also areas where you can buy silks and patterns and the like. Or even just get some rest. There's like actually literally like a pillow fort almost made into like kind of like this hookah bar, as it were, in one of the central areas there, where you can just like go and buy some time on a pillow with like the incense that fills the area.
Okay. If he leaves the barge and we're still there, and then I'll get Kaito's attention, and then see if I can keep everybody from leaving the barge for just a second while we have a little bit of privacy.
Tamaki's got no, I'm just kidding.
Tamaki goes off on his own.
Neil.
I'm just kidding.
Fronts the samurai, gets his head chopped
He's
off.
probably just sitting on the beach, just watching.
Hey, you.
I'm going for a swim.
What's up? All right. All right, Kambe, you have the floor.
So especially mostly speaking to Kaito, but to everybody else, like, so guys, I think it's important. I don't know for sure, and like I hate to jump to conclusions, man, because this guy's just, he's kind of quiet. He does his job, but the way he carries himself and his snack food of choice, I think this might actually be the guy that I've been looking for. I think this might be the sunflower samurai that has the statue that I need. And so if that's the case, when we land in Minkai, I mean, I think we just need to be ready for anything on the trip. But when we land in Minkai, I think that I have some business to take care of on my own behalf, as well as behalf of our little goblin friend back in the city. So I just want everyone to be aware. I wouldn't want to keep that from you, but also ask for a little bit of help, keeping things cool on the rest of the trip, but also be a little, keep your peepers open.
Well, once we get to Minkai, we're not gonna let you do that by yourself. I hope you know this.
Well,
Yeah.
that's actually kind of that's actually really sort of the point between not between but with a samurai. Like that's a one-on-one thing, man. It's a very sacred act. But I appreciate the
We'll be
morals.
we'll be close and watch
Back
it
up.
Oh yeah.
Back
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Back
at the
up.
very
All right.
least.
I can't back up, man. Like we're still on the. I know you're a frog, and like
No, I
can
mean,
swim.
We'll be your backup.
At this point in
Oh.
time, you hear the sounds of basically just like this kind of an angry sounding crowd yelling out.
Do you think you made it to something in the town?
All right. At this point, you hear the sounds coming from the menagerie. The place where the samurai had gone. Boats seem to suddenly wildly shift, and you can see that running across the rooftops is a figure, and clutched in its hands is what looks to be like a couple of eggs. Yoki, can you describe your character, please, as you are fleeing with a couple of eggs?
I think I like eggs.
Good, that's why you have them.
I'm a young-ish looking humanoid, probably between 5 or 6 feet. I'm wrapped mostly in dark blacks and grays. I have a head covering, dark skin, and relatively live.
Nice.
As you can see from here, I guess.
As opposed to relatively dead.
Live.
I am flesh and bones.
Lies. Yeah.
Not alive, live.
Yeah. My name
Yeah.
is Hugh. Hugh Man.
Yeah.
Who?
Who? Hunam. Hunam.
Now, as you watch this individual, originally, you don't think too much of obviously this individual, like maybe a thief, maybe they've stolen some breakfast, and people are getting angry. But as the boats themselves suddenly begin to shift away, all of a sudden, emerging from the water, several large serpentine heads, almost like that of a sea dragon, begin to rise up out of the water. Each head is super, super angry and focused on this young individual, and unleashes a terrifying roar as this multi-headed serpent is now chasing after this young person. The boats,
What did you do?
the boats are kind of being pushed aside, and the people are trying to get out of the way. But yeah, if nothing is done, this young person's probably gonna get nabbed.
We should help. How?
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Like, I mean, if he stole something, at least pay some restitutions.
Yeah, he took some eggs that are still like. Oh no.
We can persecute him later. There's a monster.
Yeah,
I'm not
the
worried about
egg is-
him as much as I am
Also,
about the
did I
monster.
mention that Yoki's a kid?
Yeah, like whatever he did, whatever.
In the
No, I'm
moment,
disagreeing, man. Let's go. Like, I'm on the dock already. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right.
in the moment to do, can I take a look at this creature and see if I can recall knowledge about it? I don't know if I've seen anything before, but
Sure. Please make a knowledge nature check.
knowledge nature. Okay. 22.
Ooh, I think the stream might have possibly died.
Yeah, that's.
Wait, did it?
Yeah, Zoom kind of glitched a bit, and then I checked on the stream, and it's frozen.
Oh, there we go.
If you refresh, it comes back.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
might
that.
have just hiccuped.
Oh
That's
yeah,
fine.
there we go.
All right. Well, let's see what do we get. We got 22.
nature.
All right, with the 22, you know that this is called an Orochi or King Serpent, as it's known. It is a multi-headed snake that is common to this area. It is basically considered to be a massive sign of good luck and prosperity to evil.
Oh.
Let me finish. To evil kings and tyrants.
Oh.
It shows an absolute command in which you would never be snuck up upon for sneak attacks, death, and murder.
Whoa.
But yeah, this thing seems to go after our dear new first person. It is a huge creature, so it is about the size of an elephant.
Okay. Oh, that was a lot bigger in my mind. I was like, whoa.
All right.
Yeah. We either need to help get this thing away from the kid, or not help.
I'm just gonna
We're gonna go
fight
to
it.
we're gonna go to initiative, and you can
Yeah,
choose
I
to
don't-
have this discussion if you would like as your action.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. It's
So the serpent
Feel the
is
one time
currently
you don't do something.
just...
So what do you think we should do? I think we should have a meeting and discuss apropos what we will do
Oh.
with young person. All right, subject matter of young person, status unknown friend or foe, against adversary, category some sort of mythical beast. Apropos hunting.
Okay,
said
Roger's
young
rule
person.
of orders. Let's go.
See, I'm all about the space.
Well, it's really
always
funny
to do
because
something,
Tamaki
but do
is literally a
something.
magistrate, so this is like bureaucracy is like
Yeah.
right up his alley. All right. Now the creature is currently two rounds away from catching up with Yoki. So this round, it is going to start its initiative, and it is going to gain on Yoki as it sort of is weaving through the various carts. You can see it's toppled over some hot grease and the like. You can see people are trying to duck out of its way as it's chasing after this person with these eggs. Yoki, you are up first. Now, these eggs that you have acquired, these eggs are not only very, very expensive, but these eggs were actually stolen. The reason why you
Okay.
have them on your person is because the person that you know took them is someone who is going to sell them into a coliseum, in like a menagerie, like for slaves and fighting things and stuff like
Yeah.
that. The thing that's chasing you is not its mother, but a pet that was similarly raised by this basically circus ringmaster by the name of Nua. Nua is a very vicious, mean, and cruel individual, and if you think that like the Orochi are like mean and angry and monstrous, they're not. They're actually quite private and very nurturing creatures, if not raised by evil taskmasters. You have currently liberated these eggs because you don't like this guy. And this guy has slighted you on more than one occasion, has set his animals upon you, and this is your way of getting back at him.
All right. But I have no emotional attachment to this particular creature. Got it.
No, not at all. None at all. Nah, this particular creature, like I said, is too far gone. It was raised by him. You can see that it's covered in like scars and slashes, signs of like abuse. And also, it's like I said, it's fought people, it's fought monsters. It's a killing machine now.
Is he related
So
to the other guy that died?
No. But again, fighting coliseums and stuff like that, as per the Ruby Phoenix, is something that's quite common. So stuff like this and in the fighting pit would definitely would definitely be one of the people who provide things like the tigers, for example.
How close are the rooftops of each one of these
They're almost
houseboats?
connected.
Okay. So I'll just keep running, I guess, towards the docks, and I'm gonna try to stun it.
Ooh.
All right. You're going to attempt to stun the creature.
How far away is it? I should probably ask how far away. You said it was 2 rounds worth of movement.
Yes. So it is currently with a move speed of. Let's see here. Where is your move speed? That is your move speed. I feel like that's
It's 35.
No, not yours. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
25-foot move speed. So it is about 75 foot away.
I could just keep running.
Well, that's what you've been doing. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but this is going to cause a lot of damage. So instead of continuing towards the docks, I'm actually just going to go kind of at a tangent angle to it. I'm going to close the distance to 50 feet, but not go straight at it.
Sure. It veers
And-
to try and to try and match your trajectory.
Yep, I expected. And then I will. So that was one action, right?
Mhm.
If I'm following correctly.
Yep.
I'll spend my remaining 2 actions doing flurry of blows and then a regular attack.
With your shurikens.
Shuriken.
All right. So it'll take 1 action to draw your shurikens as a weapon.
Okay.
This will be like your bag of shurikens or your wherever you're storing them. And
Yep.
then you can use flurry of blows to launch 2 of them. As
Yes,
you launch 2 of them in its direction. All right. Make your attack.
With stunning fist associated with it.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. So, let's see.
So make
Make
your
an
first attack. This will be one carrying the stunning fist.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is there a quick link for that, or do I just roll a die 20?
Okay, so if you go into your character sheet, on the right-hand side, go down to where it says actions.
Aha.
You then have your 3 different shurikens that are there.
There
you
it is.
wanna
Yep.
Drag the 14 into the combat tracker and drop it on Orochior. Beautiful. Oh, so close to a nat 20. All right, that first one, unfortunately, the one with the stunning fist, as you throw it, it hits the almost ivory scales and just scrapes along the side, but does not penetrate it. The other heads kind of like notice and sort of like, again, take up a more defensive position. Your second attack, which is the second number on that list, so the 10, drop that onto him, and...
Worse.
Yeah, this time, as it's prepared for you, while the main head is still moving down, one of the other heads grabs the shuriken out of the air and almost just swallows it, as it were. All right, you are worried. This creature is quite the challenge. Takeshi, we're now up to you.
All right, guys. So we're going. All right, I'm going. I'm running.
Yeah,
He's
all
just.
right.
He's like he thinks he's gonna say a question to the guys, but I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go.
All right, Takeshi, you basically frog hop forward as you make your way towards it. Now you can travel the full 75 foot and get into rough distance with it, or you can travel twice, moving 50 foot, and then you would be within range of your bow and arrow.
Okay. Well, I want to get enough distance to talk to you, Kai.
Okay.
Or Yokai.
Yeah. So you're gonna triple move then. So coming up behind you, Yoki, is Takeshi. You see like kind of it's called a gripply. It is a frog person wearing robes and a hood, carrying a bow and arrow that seems to be chasing after you. What's your reaction to this as you see that?
I will. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. Coming directly for me.
He is chasing. Yeah, he's basically moving in your direction.
Yeah. For now, I'm gonna keep my eye on him.
All right, you keep your eye on him. Very well. Next on our list
Yeah.
is Tamaki.
As he kind of runs away, I just, all right, I guess we're doing this. And what's my speed again? 30. How far away is the Orochi?
It's about 60 foot away.
Okay. Shoot.
Tamaki is stunned.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I can't. I guess.
But no,
I'm just
you know
gonna...
what? That's actually a perfectly valid reaction to something like this. I mean, again, that's how it is.
Tamaki,
yeah.
I guess Tamaki's trying to like
Fight,
think
flight,
of
or
a plan.
freeze.
So he's kind of sitting there.
So I'm going to
kind
say
of
this:
thinking
you
about
are
what
going to
to
stay
do.
where you are, and you are going to think about what you're going to do, and most importantly, I'm going to allow you to study target. So you may make
Okay.
that roll as one of your actions, and then we'll move to the next person.
Was it the recall
And I
knowledge
want to say
again, or-
this as a GM, I will also be awarding you a inspiration or a hero point. This would be an inspiration more than a hero point. This basically allows you to roll with advantage. The reason I allow this as a rule is because sometimes we do get, stunned for choice. Like, oh my god, what do we do? How do we react to this? And that's a perfectly valid thing. So instead, it's like almost like you focusing on what you should be doing. All right, what do we get for our roll, Tamaki?
Is that the just nature again?
It's just the D20.
Oh, just straight D20.
Yeah, remember it's the study target.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
18.
Nice. 18. So you've got an 18 on your next check against this creature. As you,
Okay.
sort of like try to figure out what to do, you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, hey, I got some weak points over here and stuff like that. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's what.
So
you-
normally the devise a stratagem roll, it lasts until my next turn. Are you saying I can
I'll
do
allow
that?
it because
Oh,
of the
okay.
nature of what we're doing. I'll allow it to last until
Gotcha.
your next.
Okay, cool.
Your next attack against or next thing against.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, cool.
Kambe.
You just do the whole meme of like the math problems in your head.
All right.
I'm like, oh no.
So, yeah, looking at this, it's gonna close. The direction they're all running are
Yep.
basically gonna meet us up, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then, kind of loudly over everything that's going on at the serpent creature, Kanbei yells, "Man, with all of those heads, you'd think that like one of them wouldn't be ugly."
Wow, the freaking sass. All right.
And and so that will. Sorry, just trying to grab my dice here. All right. Failure. Nice.
Failed.
So slowed for 1 round and cannot use his reaction. So,
Whoa.
Damn. All right. Yeah,
to try to
it gets
buy the
definitely
little
distracted by Kanbei's words. It doesn't know what Kanbei said, but it immediately turns and just sort of starts to kind of hiss angrily in your direction. It almost looks like it's torn to come and rip you apart versus trying to grab Yoki.
sweet. And I will. I'm actually gonna just hold a shield spell for the kid if this thing closes before my next turn.
All right, very well. You hold on to a shield spell and ready to cast it. I will point out, ready in action normally costs 1 action extra on top of however much it would normally cost. But because this is a protective ability, like it's kind of in the same vein of, I want to use my reaction to jump over and block an attack, which I always count as a reaction. I'm going to say it's going to cost your action and then your reaction when you use it. So that's fine for me. Okay, next up is Kaito.
He said it was within 60 feet?
Yes, I did.
Cool, so I can attack it and then run. I'm going to try using hydraulic push on it. And also preferably on it, not me. I was about to roll it on myself. That would have been awkward.
All right. Sorry, my bad. All right, a torrent of water rushes and strikes.
Nice.
All right, yeah, so 12 damage and it
12
gets pushed
damage.
5 feet.
All right, very nice. As 12 damage hits the side of this creature, its whole body pushes off to one side. That has definitely gotten its attention. It looks around as it's still trying to decide, and I think it's actually going to go for you guys. But it's not going to charge at you guys. Kaito, you have one action left. What do you want to do?
I was gonna use that move to move next to get closer to the rest of the group, but maybe if it's mad at me, I'll stick near Kanbei.
All right, you stick near Kanbei.
Great, thanks.
Hey, the other two ran off. It's just us.
All right.
We're the only
I'm
two that
actually
didn't
still
go.
there.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you said
actually
you
still
ran
there.
to catch up to the other two.
I was
Oh yeah,
thinking
you
about
froze
it, but
too.
then I froze because I was like, I couldn't actually figure out what to do, so I got my recall or my
All right,
device.
this-
check.
This
so I'm with them with
creature
you too.
looks in your direction and hisses. You watch as the heads reach down and sort of grab a couple of boats, and they throw them in your direction. I need Kanbei, Kaito, and Tamaki, each of you to make me reflex saves as you see these people basically, shouting as they fall from these boats that have been torn off the dock and suddenly get thrown in your general direction. Kaito has saved, Tamaki has saved, and
I rolled it. It was a 16 plus stuff.
it doesn't look like it rolled.
Come on. Oh, that's worse.
But it's fine. All right. Each of you managed to get off the boat just in time as these huge bits of wood just start raining down in your general direction. You tumble and roll into this other person's cart. They're kind of underneath the seats, kind of hands over their heads, like trying to, keep themselves safe. As more of these bits and pieces just start falling from the sky, you can see like cutlery and stuff like that. Just these random bits of silk. And the creature once
Wait,
again.
this is important. You
Yes.
said there's a food stalls. Is there a bit of like ham or bacon that goes flying while we're down here hiding? Because then Kanbei looks at one of these guys and says, "That little piggy went to market."
Yep, there's a piece of there's a charcuterie board that's basically just like rained down on you.
Good.
You pick
I'm
up
glad
the
that I
piece from
got
your
the
shoulder and you eat it.
reaction of having to rub your eyes in frustration. That's what I was going for. Okay, I'm fine.
All right, very well. So it uses one action to do that. Its second action, it is going to try and use its body weight to slam the docked ships, which create a wave. All right, Yoki and Takeshi, I need you to both make acrobatics checks as the entire ship and the entire buildings that you're on start to suddenly drop a few meters as the wave comes and hits by. 24, Yoki, you're fine. You kind of put one hand on you kind of grab onto the ledge of like one of the rooftops, and you dip down, and then you dip back up. And Takeshi, you kind of spread your arms out, and you kind of stick almost like like a frog sticks to a wall. You kind of tuck yourself in, and then again, you manage to last through the dip. And because he's slowed, he can't do anything else this round. Yoki, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna drop down between the buildings because now being chased by this amphibian.
All right, you Takeshi, you watch as Yoki kind of looks at you, and sees that you're following, and then there's kind of like this, almost like a very very thin space between two of the rooftops, and Yoki kind of jumps and sort of has to put his hands up as he slips just between those two bits of roof. You are now in a store. You can see like there's a fruit merchant and there's a fish kind of merchant here. They're kind of both looking at you, confused as to where you just dropped in from. They're hiding behind their stalls.
I will duck and weave through the streets towards the creature, try to close the distance to about 30 feet.
Easy done.
Okay. Once I have visual and I can see it, I'm going to attempt to charm it.
With
Charm.
uh,
One creature. 30 feet.
Got the spell charm.
All right, very well.
DC 21.
Let's see.
Um,
To the target, your words are honeyed visions in their dream because they must attempt a will save. All right.
Yeah, it's 20. It's actually only 17 because we've done hostile things to it.
All right. If you place your what was I going to say? If you use the magnifying glass next to where the charm spell is, it has a drop down menu. Drag and drop the will save onto the creature. If you would be so kind.
Also, I'll be right back. I gotta do something quick.
Very well. All right. Unfortunately, the creature manages to make its save. It is unaffected. But your charm spell, which I imagine you kind of like do like these like hand signals.
Yeah, I whisper and do hand signals.
Yep. Does not seem to impact the creature. Instead, it looks at you and uses charm with its eyes.
Sweet.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do that. Mostly because it
A
can.
spell reflect.
Oh, actually, it does. It does have something though. Because you've used
damn
a
it.
spell in its range. Because you've used a spell in its range, this creature actually has attacks of opportunity. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, this is actually a very uncommon feature. Only specialized for certain creatures and fighters specifically.
Is an attack of opportunity considered a reaction?
Yes, it is.
He doesn't have reactions until it's my turn.
Oh,
because
very
of-
true. Very true. I was actually going to give you the opportunity to use the shield as well, so that's fine.
Sorry to yuck your yum.
How dare? How dareth thee? I shall unleash my temper tantrum. Okay. Very well. That is Yoki. Takeshi, you're up.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I don't. Okay. Yeah. I'm following him still. I did want to say something to him when I caught up to him, but
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can move up to him and catch up to him now.
okay. Okay. I'm gonna catch up to him and be like, hey, why did you take that creature's eggs?
Yoki, you hear the Gripply yelling at you?
I look over at the frog and go, really? We're going to have a discussion now.
You should
Perhaps
give
when we're not about to be eaten.
Maybe you should give the eggs back to the creature, then probably wouldn't get eaten.
Not its eggs.
It's not its eggs. Then why is it chasing you?
After the not eating part? Just after the not being eaten.
Part. What?
Okay. These belong to somebody else who that also belongs to.
Okay.
I can go into more details later, but perhaps when we're not about to be eaten.
And
by
when
the
you have
creature.
more than 3 seconds left on your accent to get But yes, so far you've ascertained that Yoki, if you believe them, is being chased by this creature because he has the eggs. The eggs do not belong to the creature, but the creature and the eggs belong to someone entirely different. Also, yeah, the snake does look like it's going to eat him.
Oh, okay. All right. Who? Okay. I don't know what to do here. You're going to go in more detail right now before I help you, because I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do here right now. So tell me more.
All right, well, Yoki, this is on Takeshi's turn, so it's up to you how much you want to share.
I'm just trying to figure out how much I can say in 3 seconds.
Well, you've already gotten the fact that the eggs aren't his and stuff like that.
Yep.
In real life, I'll give you a little bit more than 3 seconds to speak. Just more,
Okay.
you know. What would you try to
Sorry.
communicate to him?
These eggs belong to a collector. The collector trains creatures for pit fighting.
Oh, aim bow at creature.
All right, cool.
That's all I needed to hear.
Sweet. All right. Fantastic.
That's
The mood is now shifted. Tamaki, it is now your turn.
All right. So after reading that, well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't hear it because
You
I'm
would
kind
not
of
hear
far
it.
off. But
Not even remotely.
yeah.
You're way far away.
So the idea that I had, because I was like after doing that stratagem thing, I had to turn a whole round to think about what I was gonna do, and thinking that he stole the eggs from the creature.
Yep.
I'm going to run up to Yoki. Can I get there in one turn or no?
Probably not without spending your full turn.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah, those two are pretty far away from us right
Yeah,
now.
they've been running as well.
Right. I thought they were running closer to where we were.
No, they're
Okay.
running more north to where you are.
Okay.
Well,
How
tell me what you
close
want to
is-
do, and let's see if we can make it happen.
Well, I wanted to run up to Yoki and take the eggs from him and run towards the serpent.
Oh yeah, you definitely won't be able to do that.
Okay.
Do you want your characters to die? Like, is that just a?
I had a plan. I thought of something I could do with looking in the
I
skills.
feel like,
and
yeah, but I
was
feel like,
I wanna
okay,
see
hold
what
on.
this was.
Wait.
I show up to one session.
Right now,
And then
your
we start
plan. Okay, I want to point this out. Your plan is to take the eggs from the person who has been evading this giant creature, who has been chasing after him to try and acquire the eggs, and
Yes,
instead
I
of
think they're
helping
big creatures.
this person avoid this creature, your goal is to take the things from him and bring it to the creature.
Yes, because I thought that he was stealing the eggs from the thing,
Yes.
and I figured I could get it to stop if I brought its eggs back to it.
Very well.
Because
I
Tamaki
think that
didn't-
plan is
yeah.
still valid. I think that plan
I
is
was
still
thinking
valid.
the same thing.
All right, I think the plan is still valid.
Once I
think-
saw the nature
Okay.
check, I could do like
I
a
think
command.
what you need to do is
Oh.
you need to do a full round action to move up to catch up into a close enough point, and then the
Okay.
following round you can look at doing that. Like I said, you can hang on to the 18 for
Yeah.
a little while, so that's not a problem.
Gotcha.
All right. So Tamaki sets off. He is running towards Yoki. Yoki, you can now see what looks to be an elf with a reptilian arm running towards you, weaving through the various streets of the
Yeah, a lot of really
of the
weird people
raft.
chasing after you.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
We have a mammal, amphibian, and reptile covered. Great.
Yeah. Now we need a bird.
Yeah.
Kambe, are you some sort of Aarakocra in disguise?
I'm just dude.
Just get another Tengu.
He's in Tengu. All right. Kambe, it is your turn.
This is fun. This is so fantastic. As I sit there and try to wonder why two of my party members aren't helping the child that's about to be killed, I will. All right, let's go for the big guns here. This is the best that I got. We will. First of all, not to use movement, but just take a step forward.
Yeah, the dramatic
And,
step forward.
Harrison Ford PowerPoint.
With the,
And,
I know the one. It's like the.
And look at this thing and be like, hey man, I need you to just stop and I need you to think about what you've done. And let's hope this works. It looks like it's got probably pretty tough little fella.
Oh, that is a
Wow.
critical success. No. It's a saving throw.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that critical success. So just absolutely nothing happened. I wasted my spell.
Oh no.
Fantastic.
One of the heads looks at you, and it starts like doing this. And it's like, oh, and then the other head looks at him. And he's like,
fantastic.
You made one head feel bad.
yeah. One head felt bad, and the other
Congratulations.
head sort of snapped him out of it.
Well, then seeing that that didn't work. Oh no, crap! That's two. It's two actions. Shit. I'll actually just I'll use my last action to close in, so that I can be a little bit.
You do so, and as you're running past, you can see that there's this one old woman who's like holding up a cup of water for you, as you're like, grab it.
Thanks.
like
the sexy Baywatch slow mo.
Yeah. All right. It's actually rose water, so it's actually quite tasty.
Is that rose water? It's really nice.
All right, Kaito, your turn.
All right, well, I'm gonna try doing exactly what I did last time. I'm gonna try hitting it again and hurting it and distracting it.
Hydraulic push.
Yes, I hope that hits again. Yes, it does.
Nice.
That does hit.
Focus on this child and not the other one.
All right, that is 11 damage.
Yep, and then I push it further back, so hopefully halting it or slowing its progress a little bit each
A
time.
little bit. It is slowing it a little bit. It is definitely meaning it has to take an action.
You are
to,
the only one who has touched this thing so far, Sean.
I know.
You have one more action, by the way, Kaito.
You know, I won't use it because I'm actually kind of satisfied with the distance that I am from it.
Sure, sure.
I can hit it, and it has difficulty hitting me, so I'm fine with that.
All right, sweet as. Also, thank you to Raina, our dear friend from over at the Careful Cantrip team. We have a 9-month Twitch baby. Thank you so much for the sub.
Hey.
Woo.
Wait.
Also, I've got a. I mean, I don't know if I can announce anything. Raina, let me know if I can tell people. Otherwise, I'll be just about it. But,
Tell.
let me know if I can tell secrets. All right, and then I'll announce it at the end of the game today. Okay. Next up, we have, of course, the multi-headed serpent, the Orochi, as it keeps getting bombarded by Kaito. Kaito, you have now firmly gained its attention. It realizes if it needs any way to try and get this creature, very well. No worries, Arena. I will keep it soon. Very well. I will. So yes, the Orochi slithers towards you, and as it does so, it is going to use. It's got 2 attacks, so I want to just see. Okay, it is going to use a thing called Focused Assault.
Oh.
That sounds harmless.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I should be fine.
So the way that Focused Assault works is it is going to make 1 attack on you, Kaito, with a 30. And as it does so, this rain of snake heads just start colliding with the boat that you're on.
Oh God.
All right, you ready for this?
Oh
Help!
gosh.
Help!
That is 23 damage. That was actually pretty bad, though. I mean, it's 1, 1, 1, 3, 5, 5.
Yeah, that could have been a one-shot, I'm sure, easily, if that was higher.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not, though. Probably not, though.
Yeah, no,
all
'cause I
right.
got 50.
But that is all the creature does, as it, again, slithers over to you. Yoki, it doesn't seem to be paying attention to you for the time being. Kanbei, you are now next to the creature, as is Takeshi.
Okay.
All right. Yoki, it is your turn.
So I can still see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to try to do flurry blows with the shuriken again.
All right. You don't need to draw out each shuriken you throw. Once you've drawn or got the weapon equipped, you just have them now. So you have the shurikens, and you begin throwing them out in the direction of the serpent. Nice. Solid hit. Hits it in the body. Roll your damage onto it. Oh, actually, sorry. I should change that. It is slashing, but you deal an extra 5 points of damage. Let me just change your stats super quick, because we repurposed the darts, but I didn't change that.
Right.
There we go. And that is... Alright, done.
Alright. Reroll or let you do some magic?
Nope, done. You can,
Right.
can make your next attack.
That's gonna miss.
Ooh, that is indeed a miss. One of the shurikens flies out. You still have 2 actions if you want to throw more.
Actually, what I want to do is while the frog's attention is distracted by the creature, I'm going to use a movement to go deeper into the city and then stealth.
Very well. Make your stealth check.
Do I roll it on me or just onto the board?
Just on the chat box. Yep.
Oh, yes. I am doing
right.
so good tonight.
Well, a 16 is
Channeling
where you...
Ben?
Yeah. Well, a 16 is where you're stealth. You are in the crowd, as it were, trying to conceal yourself. As we then go to Takeshi. Takeshi, you may make a free perception check just to kind of see if you noticed where Yoki got off to.
Okay.
Shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, most of the people have actually cleared out, which is why it might be a little bit easier.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I managed to find the one spot, like, street light in the entire city, and I'm standing on it.
So you've come for the stuff.
You've come for the eggs.
All right, yeah, you can absolutely see Yoki just kind of stand like moving to a more concealed area, but definitely standing out in the open. All right, Takeshi, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna do my hunter's mark, so that would take one my things, right?
Yep, very well.
Remember.
You cast your gaze on the serpent, and you have marked it.
And then I could do my roll, right, for knowledge or whatever, right?
Yes, you get a free knowledge check to figure out what more about this creature.
Is that nature or
Nature, yeah.
okay?
Nice. 29. All right. What you know about the Orochi is you've got some extra details on it. Each of the heads represents different kind of tyrants. As I mentioned before, it's about like kind of keeping an eye on everything. You know that this creature has a regeneration ability. However, it is very susceptible to slashing types of damage.
Okay.
As the phrase in this region, cutting the head of the serpent, is quite a literal phrase coming from this creature who is quite vulnerable to slashing.
Okay. What's an arrow do? It's not slashing, is it?
Piercing.
Okay, so it would be okay.
Ironically, a shuriken does slashing, so.
I have
Figured
daggers,
that out.
but I feel like I don't want to get close to this thing. So I'm just gonna shoot anyway and help the others if they want to,
All right,
do the
make your
final
attack.
blow. Yeah.
Okay, take out your arrow, make your first shot. It soars through the air
Oh.
and unfortunately does not make it.
Dang it. I will try to hit it again.
Let's do it.
Nope.
Ooh,
Oh,
that is
no.
a critical miss.
Oh no.
No.
All right, pick a number between 1 to 5. Hang on, my headphones fell out. What was that?
Another longbow critical miss aimed in my direction.
3.
1, 2, 3.
That's the
Misjudged
third
of me this time, though.
distance. For the next turn, all your range increments are doubled. Okay, so basically, you misjudged the distance, so you're overcompensating now. It won't
Oh,
make a
crap.
difference to you because you're pretty close.
Because I'm pretty close. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. All right. After that, we go to Tamaki.
Okay, so as I was running towards to
Yep, you can reach Yoki now.
Yoki. But now, as the creature has kind of ran towards Kaito and then like used its pummel attack, I just was like, oh shit! So I kind of slip, turn, run back towards Kaito. I'm actually gonna run towards the creature.
Yep.
Can I get to it in two
You can get to it in one move from where it is.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll kind of. You said it was a large. So how tall is it?
Huge.
Huge. Okay. Actually, yeah. Tamaki's going to try and run up its back from behind it.
Very
to try
well.
and get towards the next.
First of all, you can make an acrobatics check to try and climb onto it. However, you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah. Okay. No. That's a 16.
You will not climb onto its back, and it will bite you.
This is not like Kingdom Hearts. You can't just easily get up on the Hydra's back.
They basically just.
Oh my gosh.
They bite you from all over.
Alright, and I guess while they're biting me, I'll take my third action to throw my scarf at it. And use that 18 that I had.
Very well. Make the 18.
So it'd be.
Oh, actually,
18...
no. Because doesn't your study target have to be your next check?
Well, you told me it worked on the next attack because I did it for. The...
I thought I said next check. If I said
you
next
said
attack,
next attack.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, you can use it for the attack. That's fine.
Okay, so 14 plus the 18. That's 32.
32 will hit.
Okay, cool. So
32 will hit, but not crit.
Okay, so this is 2d8 plus 1 slashing plus 2d6 precision. So it'll do like the precision is actually slashing.
Sure.
Because the precision damage copies the original damage.
Yep, not a problem.
So it's 19. Oh, it actually does. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, 24 damage. It howls in agony and pain as you cut it with your scarf. Yep. All right. You've enraged it.
Yep.
Okay, Kanbei, you can see Tamaki riding on top of this. Well, not riding it. More, he attempted to climb it, got bitten a bunch of times, and is now swinging at it. Tamaki looks like he is. Okay, actually, you know what? You remember back in the day, there was once this young man with a barrel, like kind of like a sack filled with corn, right? And he was besieged by crows. As the corn was torn from the weaved basket and ripped and strewn around the floor and stuff, and the crows were picking all of this up, you looked at the tattered bag that he was now carrying, sad and kind of miserable.
Should use my nat 20.
Tamaki looks like that bag.
Okay, that's
Oh
fantastic. All right, from where I am at this point, am I within melee distance of this creature?
I'd say yes. I'd say close enough. That's
Okay.
fine. Yep.
So then,
Like you can see its tail nearby.
definitely want to try to end this as fast as possible. So I'm assuming the Naginata is sort of always out and ready. I mean, it's his walking.
I imagine you would have drawn it as you were moving up. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a swipe at it with that first.
All right. Oh, that okay. You
Whoa! Wait a minute. How does that? I rolled a 7.
I saw the 17.
it was
I
on
saw the 17
it was on the edge, and I think it just
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
by
fantastic.
a hair's breadth ticked over to the 7.
Fantasy grounds.
All right.
Jukes, yeah, like that.
That's
All
great.
right. So as you've got the Naginata, you kind of swing it down, but the tail kind of moves and avoids the attack.
All right, that's fine. Then, sort of as the follow through misses, he does a fun sort of little dance move with it and rolls it into a spell as his next two things. So
Mhm,
let's see if that works.
Nice.
That'll at least hit.
Nice.
And so it sort of the swirling Tai Chi type dance that he has with it collects a bunch of pottery shards that fly through the air at the critter.
Beautiful. Please do your damage. Then it is Kaito on deck. I do
Oh,
need to get
I
the
should've-
door, but take your actions as I head back.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's cool.
It's
That's kind of cool. You can do that.
It's working it's looking a lot worse.
Yeah.
It looks almost
Help.
as bad as Tamaki.
It's.
Yeah, I just as a free action will glance Kaito at you and say, I hope you can like finish this, man.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Okay. Nice. Slashing damage. Man, this thing is not looking healthy. All right. Where are we at?
Alright. So, I can cast a 30-foot cone. Is there any way I could cast that without hitting an ally at this moment?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I kind of figured that there's a certain Tamaki that's probably preventing that from happening.
Or you could cast a 30-foot cone or circle spell that heals and not get Orochi in it.
I could heal everyone, including Orochi. But I feel like I would rather save heals for after this thing is gone.
I know, I'm just kidding. I was like, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I might just honestly just hydraulic push again, because that's the most damage I can do with a precise strike.
All right. Once again, you collect water from the ocean around you. The salty spray erupts forward in a straight line and hits
Nice.
once again.
Yes!
Yeah.
My curse is finally lifted. I can hit things finally.
You're welcome.
All right. That's 10 points of damage. Very nice.
Yay. And-
However,
Uh-oh.
this creature has multiple attacks of opportunity. And will indeed take them upon striking at you.
It can do it even when it's pushed. Oh, wait, yeah, because magic and
Yeah, and
melee.
you're casting spells in melee. Yep.
Yeah, oops. That was
But
not
it misses.
smart.
Yeah.
So as its mouth comes towards you, you fire it straight down its gullet, and the head just sort of gets knocked back.
It's got knocked back 5 feet. I run 30 in the opposite direction.
All right.
He's like, that's right. I can't be here.
All right, that was Kaito. Orochi. Now, Neil, you may approach the bench. Is there any good reason why Tamaki, as the only person within melee range, should not take another focused assault from this creature?
I mean, Kambe is also in range. You said he was in
Kambe is-
melee range.
That's true, Kambe is also in range. However, Kambe has not struck him
Yeah, true.
with a slashing weapon.
No, he did. He did the pot thing.
yeah, Kambe just did, didn't
Oh
he?
yeah, no, that's right, the pot thing. Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right, in which case I'm going to use Storm of Jaws.
It's uh-oh.
So it's going to make 5 attacks as 2 actions.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. So
Oh, okay. Maybe I should have just taken
let's.
those.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna flip heads and tails. This is what I'm gonna do. All right.
This-
Red is gonna be Tamaki. Blue is gonna be Kambe. Here we go.
Sorry, Kambe. I shouldn't have said anything.
A lot of things I shouldn't have done.
That is red. That
Okay.
is Tamaki.
It's Tamaki.
That is a miss.
Oh, yeah!
All right. Second attack. That is
Uh-oh.
on Tamaki.
Oh, no!
You're still getting, yeah, multiple.
That is a critical hit.
That's just a critical. Damn. Okay. Ouch. Probably dead.
All right, so that is dying.
Oh,
Which,
I'm dying.
yes, but that puts you on dying 2 because that is a critical hit.
Ouch. Yeah, okay.
All right. Third attack
See, now is where heal is important.
is going on Kambe. All right, Kambe. Kambe. Kambe.
Gosh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Another critical hit.
This thing is pissed.
It is super angry.
Oh.
It is not happy. That is 32 damage. All right, so that is the what's the third attack? Fourth attack is Tamaki. So long as it's not a critical hit, that's fine. No. It won't miss. As long as it's not a critical hit, you gain 1 dying value.
No.
Doesn't matter how much damage you take.
All
All right.
What I have to be at to be dead?
Dying 4, I believe.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
One left.
Let's see. Am I going to kill Neil? Here we go. You're unconscious. At dying 4, you die. Yep. So dying 4, you die. Unless you have a feat or an ability that exchanges. For
I don't have the dying hard or the die hard yet.
All right. Here we go. Do or literally die, Tamaki. Blue. Kambe.
Oh.
You take the last of the attacks.
Oh.
Which is a hit. For 11 points of damage. Okay. That is the 5 attacks from the Hydra. Which were 2 actions. It uses its final action.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Tamaki.
Oh, merciful Lord. It is going to... Okay, so let's see if it actually noticed where... Let's see if it noticed where our good friend Yoki went. Yes, he did.
How could it not?
All right. Yoki, it is going...
17.
Its bonus is higher than my score.
Yeah, I knew that, but... Yoki, he is going to try and attack you. One of the heads rips the canopy above your head and exposes you to the sunlight as it looks in your direction. It spits out mostly like wood and splinters, but it looks like it's not forgotten about you as well.
Quick, maybe its vision is based on movement.
All right, Yoki, you're up.
Then still.
Okay, so I just saw it drop one of the people that have been attacking it with me.
Have you ever seen a dog with a chew toy?
Yes, I have a dog with a chew toy.
It's basically basically it.
How far away is the tattered remains of the chew toy?
Not far away.
My dog's
About 10
weird.
foot.
Okay,
It's right next to him.
so I'm going to... Oh, I'm in melee. That's attack of opportunity. Sure, we'll go with it. I'm going to run over to the tattered remains as my first action.
Okay, you are now in melee.
I like how you're not even a
Okay.
person anymore. You're just tattered remain.
And again.
You're unrecognizable.
My second action, I'm going to activate my smoke stick, which fills the area with me and the tattered remains with smoke, lasting a minute
Okay.
to try to help conceal.
You now have concealment. Very nice.
I'm then going to pull a bob and try to attack it again. Gonna go flurries of blows, stunning again, because eventually this might work.
All right, go for it.
You crit and it dies.
Oh,
Damn it. It's so much nicer when it actually.
Actually, sorry.
when
Roll
can
it again.
call
I actually
it.
forgot to put a forgot to put a condition on him. Let me try that again. Yeah, please roll it again.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh.
That
Oh,
was
Oh, it
it.
hits.
All right. All right. Did you drop the damage on the Orochi?
Oh, I didn't drop it on it.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep, that's okay. All right,
1.
6 damage.
And the second, that's a. What does it have to do? It has to do something here. DC, check, or be stunned. I suppose that happens after a flurry of blows. So, get the other attack in here.
Nice.
All right, that'll hit. Flurry of blows. It is going to see if it's going to get stunned. It is probably not going to get stunned with that result.
No, it's not. No.
All right. So you've used flurry of blows for the first two attacks. First attack is hit. Second attack is hit. You've got one more, and then you used one action to move up, and one action to activate your
Take the smoke stick.
Yep. All right. You are done. Takeshi, you're up.
All right, here we go. I'm shooting all three.
You launch 3 arrows. They soar towards the creature. Critical hits.
Oh, good. We needed that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, deal your damage and then give me a number.
I'm gonna go with 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is chipped bones. You hit it in one of the spine like segments around its vertebrae and have given it the clumsy condition.
Ooh, nice.
All right, very nice.
All right, here we go with my other next one.
Oh yeah.
Another critical hit.
Yeah. And you need a number again?
Yes, but roll your damage first.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
go with 2.
Oh.
1, 2.
Oh.
Roll another set of damage.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, instead of shooting 3 arrows, you watch as Takeshi puts in 5 arrows.
Okay.
And as he pulls it back, he launches all 5
Wow.
arrows. And you watch as, instead of cutting off the heads with slashing damage, they each hit the neck of the creature and sort of pin it to a different ship. And as that happens, the ships begin to throw the signal, cast, cast! And you watch as the ships pull away, and you watch as the creature is then just ripped
Ron and quartered it.
and torn apart. There's a cheer from the people. Takeshi, you're kind of like wiping sweat and blood off your brow. But that was an epic freaking blow.
That was amazing, dude. Nice job, Rock.
Very nice.
Thank you.
However, Tamaki, you
we
need
have
to
a
make a recovery check. Now, before we do that, let's tell you a little bit about the recovery check. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, there are various dying conditions. As you gain in dying conditions, which is either by failing a recovery check or by getting injured while unconscious and dying, your character potentially risks permanent death. Now, recovery checks in Pathfinder are as follows. You must make a flat check on a d20 equal to 10 plus your current dying value. Your current dying value is 3. You need to roll a 13 or higher on your d20 roll to not die. Now, this is not a check. This is a check that happens each round. A failure will increase your dying value by 1. A crit will increase your dying value by 2. A success will reduce your dying value by 1. And a crit will reduce your dying value by 2.
Okay.
All right. Make your roll.
Is there any way to help him?
11.
Not out of your turn.
No.
However,
Oh no.
with an 11,
Oh.
you will.
I have a nat 20.
You do have a
Can
nat
I use
20.
my?
You
I'm
can
using it.
You can use your nat 20. All right. You reduce your dying value by 2, which will give other people a chance to potentially help you, but you are still dying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're currently at dying value 1. Okay. Moving through. Kambe, it is your turn. The creature is dead,
yeah.
strewn about.
Okay. I will head over. And I'm just checking one thing real quick. I will. Are we still counting individual actions?
No,
As
we
we
don't
do
need to
this?
necessarily. Yeah, no.
Okay.
We're this is
So
a
as we
soft
walk
initiative.
over-
Soft initiative.
As I walk over, Kambe pulls out of his little fanny pack in front of him his brand new healing potion, and uncorks it and gets it ready, and stands and kneels down next to Maki, and leans in nice and close, and is like, "Man, I want you to know that I like you, but you need to learn a fucking lesson." And
Wow.
Kambe drinks the healing potion.
Oh!
Whoa.
I love that.
Casts a spell and gives Tamaki 2 hit points.
All right. Do the heal for yourself first. And then, Tamaki, you heal 2 hit points. Taking you from dying 1 to 2 hit points, and you are now wounded.
How do I use a potion? Do I just drag it over to myself?
No, just drop the value of the heal in
Okay.
the chat, and then I'll make the adjustment.
Yes, I will do that. It is.
All right, that is amazing. By the way, you know what? I'm gonna give
2d8
you
plus
a hero point for that. That was clutch. I like that. That was amazing. Yeah, I agree, Mac. McBluff in chat. Hi, Mac. 100%. That was amazing.
2.
All right, so
that's
10.
15.
15. Nice. All right.
2d8
so
plus
15.
5.
Boom, done. You have healed 15 hit points. Okay. Tamaki, you come to and you see kind of, I don't know, what's Kanbei's expression as Tamaki's awakening?
Just he's smiling. He's smiling because he's so happy that his friend is back. He doesn't know how much of that slipped past the veil.
None at all. Not a single second of it. All right. Kaito, Takeshi, you guys are regrouping. Like I said, the boats kind of pulled each other away, so it takes you a few seconds to kind of all get back together. And Yoki, you are next to Takeshi, you're next to Tamaki, Kanbei at the moment. Guys, the scene is yours. Please take and do of it what you will.
Well, me, I go near the water and I do a bow, and I'm like, "Sorry, creature, go back to nature. Sorry for the your cruel master."
That's nice.
That's very nice. That's very cute. I like that.
I look for the nearest rooftop.
There are actually very few now that the ships have been disassembled.
Then I
Yeah.
start
Hey,
moving into a
kid.
crowd.
Hey, hey, little man.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing anything wrong. That's always how you referred to me, as little man.
Not this time.
Just turns. It's like,
The other little man.
Oh, so Takashi. Yes.
How about we just all figure out what just happened and why, and just get to know each other a little bit as we all appreciate the restructuring that just occurred.
I appreciate the restructuring, prevented the creature from coming back. I keep backing away into like closing distance between me and a crowd.
There is no crowd. This is just kind of like, again, big. Yeah, like what was okay. So what was once like a series of different boats, all connected together to make one kind of floating city. To kill the creature, they kind of broke apart a bit. There's going to be a little bit of time before they all come back together, so you're kind of like on a couple of boats in like a smaller, chunky island. So there is kind of nowhere to run, as it were.
Okay, in which case I move to the edge of these boats, and I'll use my grapple to hook onto another set of boats and help the people pull the boats back together.
All right. Yep. Very well. Yep. Go.
Oh, I was gonna be like, if that was somebody chasing you and sending something after you, you wouldn't mind telling us who is after you, right?
There's a local collector of menageries in the city. He collects eggs, breeds them, trains them to attack and fight in pits. I liberated these 2 eggs so that the creatures wouldn't have to suffer the same fate as their friend.
Does that person work for anyone else? Any higher ups that are dangerous?
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Because some of those people might be ones that we might also be running from.
What kind of eggs were they?
Oh, they were the same. They're the same creature.
Oh, they were that thing?
It's not its eggs, but they are eggs of that creature. Yes.
Oh.
Oh
shit.
This is when I walk up from my prayer thing, and be like, I think we should take care of this guy.
Are you okay? How about first though, you grab a line. These people need their city put back together.
Yeah, you can definitely see that people are.
We can all be helping to do that as we're having this conversation.
Yeah, I can do that.
Kambe will help.
All right.
He's trying to hold himself together. This is like, I'd help. My leg's gonna fall off.
I want to ask Yokai, your cloak there is pretty, not designed to be recognizable, but is it of specific sentimental or monetary value to you?
As in my clothes?
Your cloak.
Oh, not particularly.
Okay. I just wanted to ask. I'm coming up with an idea. Do you have some place that you got to get these eggs to, or are you just trying to get out of here?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Oh, good, another one. And shoots a look towards Tamaki.
Tamaki's just bandaging himself up with his kit.
Go through those a lot, do you?
Healer's tools.
You seem familiar with its contents.
Can I make a medicine check to try to heal?
Try and heal your own wounds.
Yeah, with the healer's tools.
Sure. Make a healing check. Keeping in mind, if you fail, you might. I
might actually die. Yeah.
You actually have a chance of dying if you fail right now?
Yeah, if I crit fail, I take damage. But I can't crit fail because it's like a so a +10. I think I have to get under.
I'm surprised that self-care is where you decide to land on for heals when you have a sorcerer.
I mean,
your party who can heal.
Well, you're all busy.
I am trained. Kambe's trained in medicine. If he sees him about to hurt himself badly,
so am I.
Interrupt.
I'm trained too.
All right, fine. Do whatever you want, dude.
I don't know. Go ahead. If you want to just take my healing tools and do it. No, I'd rather
you got it.
No, your medicine's better than mine.
No, you didn't know that. No. Hold on. Let's Neil.
I rolled 18.
That is a failure, Neil.
That is not a failure.
Yes, because you were using it on yourself. which is why it's a failure. It's good if you wanted to heal someone else, which is what Ryan was trying to say. But if you are healing yourself, however, the DC is increased. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, roll a d6. You take 5 points of damage. Wounded and injured. You attempt to heal your wounds. Unfortunately, however,
I'm dying one because
no, you're dying 2 and you're wounded
You
2.
retain. Yeah.
All right. Yep. You fall right back down.
Does he do this often?
Michael, I don't know if it does make a difference.
On me.
I don't know if it does make a difference. From the hymn of healing, he gains fast healing too.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay.
So that would be. Well, no, he didn't really wait that long. I would say, yeah, he'd go down, but then he'd get back up. How long does that last?
It's sustained up to 4 rounds, so 20 seconds.
So 4 rounds. So if it was 4 rounds of that,
How much does fast healing
and
do?
he's taken 5, fast healing 2. Yeah, I'd say you'd fall unconscious, but then you'd get back up again. So the end result is you're on 2 hit points and you have wounded 2 again.
I just put my healing tools down and I just lay on the ground.
Damn. Only if you're in a
I
wilderness,
can't move.
I could help you, because I could take ingredients from nature and heal you. I have
Oh
that
no!
ability.
Lots of
I
people
just
could have
started
helped.
drinking my
Lots of
elixirs.
lots of people could have helped Neil if he took like less than half a second to consider his actions.
Yeah.
I honestly
like,
didn't
the
know that's
actual
what
party's
happens.
healer.
Oh, I know.
like what the heck? What's
I don't know.
going on?
It's fine. It's fine. Look. We all live and die by the consequences of our actions, and Neil is always dying.
He's
no, I'm
always
joking.
dying.
All right. Well, as this happens, or as this is going on, and the healing is occurring, and the some of you are pulling in the boat, some of you are helping out, some of you are watching whatever Neil's doing. Across the way, you notice a ship that seems to have a very peculiar-looking individual upon it. Yoki, you recognize this as Nua. Let me get an image of him up for you guys. Here we go.
What?
And here we go.
So this whole city is just boats.
Yeah, it's just a collection of boats.
That's really cool. That's a cool.
Yeah,
All right, there he is.
kind of reminds me of two
Oh,
different Pokemon towns.
All right.
Whoa.
Yes, he is a 6-armed looking individual with a sort of a noseless, long, elongated face, almost similar to like that of a horse. This type of creature is basically someone who has been possessed by a yokai. His body forever twisted and shifted. This is Nua, the Beastmaster. He looks over at Yoki, and he says, "Yoki! I see you! How dare you do this to my beloved pet?"
Et? Hitman more like it.
You will regret your actions, you little street whelp. When I find you, I will put a collar on you and feed you to the piranhas.
Takeaway from that is find me.
He's the boat that he's on is slowly kind of getting on. There is nowhere you can run. This is a small island, and no one is going to let you out of my sight.
Shoot him.
I will.
I want to try something if I can.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
And if so, Yuki, we were standing next to each other when we were chatting. Is it fair to say that we'd still be right next to each other?
Relatively, yeah.
So I'm gonna just turn. I'm gonna turn and like grab forcefully by the lapels, Yuki, and whisper very, very quickly, "I just need you to trust me, man." And sort of dad strength, lift him up a little bit and yell really loudly, "This is all your fault, man. My friend died because of you." And I'm gonna hold you under the water.
Okay. All right.
I'm giving this a pause. So, John, if you want to do anything, because I don't want to force your character to do anything he doesn't want to.
I will
let's go
immediately
with
start
it.
struggling.
Let's start with an insight bonus from Yoki.
Okay.
Let's add some dramatic music, shall we?
Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna find out. We're in too deep.
I know.
That must sound very comforting. Wait a minute.
He's like, "Don't worry, I'm sure he's got this." Yeah, you could breathe underwater, right? I was kind of
You've
baggy.
got gills, right?
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Okay. So, Kambe lifts up Yoki. Yoki, what'd you get for your? So you got what'd you get for your insight bonus?
Insight bonus. Where do I find that?
Oh, perception. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. There's no insight bonus. Adoy.
Okay.
Oh, please be good.
27.
27. All right. You get the feeling that he doesn't mean you harm. Whether or not you want to go with it is entirely up to you still. You could still struggle.
So I'm going to struggle, but I'm not going to struggle
You're going
to
pretend
actually
to
break
struggle.
away.
Yeah.
But
All
what
right.
I'm going to do, I'm grabbing with one hand one of his arms to try to pull away, and I'm going to be I'm going to use my I'm going to slowly reach down and try to disguise the fact that I'm going for a shuriken,
Okay.
so that neither
Might become-
the guy
might
holding
become
me nor the other guy knows I'm going for it.
Sure. I'm happy for that. Shurikens are small and concealable, so no problem.
Yeah.
You kind of get to your pouch before you dive under the water. There's this splash as you disappear below the surf. Kaito
So
and
as
Takeshi.
these-
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say Kaito and Takeshi. You both see Kambe just very suddenly drop Yoki into the water.
Yeah.
I'm not really focusing what's happening next to me. My eyes are fixed on this guy, and yeah.
Okay.
I'll pick up on what Kambe is putting down, and Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you go. You go first. Sorry.
No, you had.
Yeah. I go over to where Tamaki is laying down, and I'm like, "You're dead right now," and then I'll pretend to like mourn over his dead body.
As he does another 2 points of damage to himself and dies.
And then heal fast heal, you get up again.
All right. Oh no, your fast healing is done. You go down again. You're just going down.
Yeah.
All right.
So with Yuki under the water and struggling so that there's the bubbles, I cast invisibility on Yuki. And I pull that cloak off of him. I let go of him and I keep hold of his cloak. So he's free to swim away under the water.
Okay. All right, Yoki. This is what happens as Kambe is shaking this robe underwater, making it look like there's a struggle. What do you do?
I break away and I What's the pull? What's the draft on these boats?
The draft?
How deep do they go?
Oh,
It's about a 20-ounce pour.
yeah. I'd say not very much. I'd say maybe about 5 foot, if that.
So I'm gonna go under the boat that we're currently on the edge of and come up on the other side.
Okay, cool. Yep, you got your fingers like kind of on the edge. You kind of like,
Yeah,
just
I'm
holding
just
up
gonna use them to guide myself under the boat as quickly as possible
Yep.
and pull
All
myself
right.
onto this side.
Kambe, make me a deception check. I will give you a +4 bonus.
Alrighty.
Michael, I'm also gonna use concealing ledger domain to take those 2 eggs and just make them disappear on my body.
Sleight of hand. Love it.
Nice.
Can't convince you that it's a performance.
All right, so you know what? I'll allow it. I will allow it as a performance.
Seems like a big deal.
Yeah, there's so much going into that deception that
Acting.
No.
You have an or you
You
have
do have a hero
point.
point. You do have a hero point.
Oh yeah. Hero point. We re-roll that.
Come on.
and then you crit. You'll crit.
Don't say that, Sean.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay,
I changed
yeah.
people's rolls.
Okay.
34.
All right. So let's see what this guy's perception is. All right. He's got a chance. Not a great one.
Not if I shoot his eyes.
Yeah, not like that. He doesn't. All right. Okay. He looks, and as eventually come, you stop shaking, and the robe is just there. He, you watch as he seems to take out several tiny bottles, and he sort of snarls, and he looks over at you. He doesn't trust you. He doesn't know you. He opens the bottle, and he pours out what looks to be this fluid into the water. And as it does so, you watch as the oil kind of coalesces and becomes piranhas that go into the water and start to churn the water. And they make their way over towards the cloak. What do you guys do as they're heading in that direction?
Yuki is still invisible, right?
Yes, and Yoki is uninjured at the moment.
Or Yoki. Is there kind of like if you were to look for it, kind of like you could tell where he is in the water, the way it's like dispersed?
No.
Okay.
Mostly because it's a spell, so I kind of always play it as if the spell is more. What's the word? It's the spell represents a purpose to hide with magical means, not necessarily like by, like, hey, I can still see you, otherwise it makes it pointless.
Well, I'll lean down to Tamaki and just be like, remember, you're dead. And then I'll continue to like, pull our raft close to a different one.
If I've got a chance.
You do.
Okay. I will sort of stand up, and because there's still the debris and everything of what's going on.
Yep.
And I'll spit into the water and pull up my naginata and shake it at everybody that's around me, and point at all of them and this guy, sort of the deranged, angry dad on the front lawn yelling.
Yep.
And and that's exactly what's going to happen to any of you that touch my boys ever again. And I'll kick over a big thing of meat from one of the food stalls
nice.
into the water in my anger.
Nice, very nice. A large thing of like ham falls into the water, and naturally the piranha goes straight towards it, and just there's this churn of stuff that erupts there. He looks and seems to be satisfied that Yuki is dead, and turns, and he also kind of spits in the ground. He doesn't really want any piece of Kambe at the moment because Kambe looks freaking terrifying. And he also goes about trying to get helping, he's part of the community, you know what I mean? So he's getting the boats together as well. But for the time being, however, the group is safe. And to this end, as the sight of a small boat arrives, carrying the samurai who is to escort you, we leave today's session once again and thank our wonderful players for an incredible game. We welcome, of course, Avarian, aka Yoki, to our group.
Hey.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the introduction session for our new player. Of course, we are now at the halfway point to arriving at our new location. Hey, Rackham, nice to see you. Guys, GM Workshop, dear friend of the channel, please go and check them out, as well as Raina and Dave's channel over at Careful Cantrip. Great friends, we love them to pieces. But for today, however, we are going to say farewell. We have gone a little bit over time, so I'm going to make this super quick. Guys, check out Immersion Diversion. He's a friend of ours, and you can find Sean over there as well, over on their channel, where they do a lot of gaming and the like. Rock Protector also does gaming over on his streaming channel as well. Avarian CA, dear friend, who does a lot of woodworking and crafting, a very, very talented artisan with wood. And of course, last but not least, our dear friend, Ryan from Roll for Initiative, a incredible YouTube channel with tons of great advice and the like. I do recommend go follow them on all social medias, because Ryan is freaking hilarious over on his Twitter account and Instagram and the like. So go check out all of the Roll for Initiative stuff. What am I doing? What day is it? It's Friday. We'll be back today with Through the Breach. That's what I'm going to be doing. So in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. 6 hours. I will be back here on the channel with a Through the Breach game, which is being run by my dear friend, the Dreaded GM. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining us. Thank you to our sponsors once again, Hero Forge, Fantasy Grounds, and Sirenscape, for making us, as always, one of the best hangouts to be on the internet. We are now going to go and raid. Who are we gonna go and raid? Who's up and about? Who's doing things? Who's up? Who is doing things in the thing space?
Who's doing what they're doing?
Who's doing what they're doing? Lord Gazumba. Let's go raid Lord Gazumba. We love Lord Gazumba. Lord Gazumba is a great streamer from the that does a ton of cool Greyhawk stuff. A freaking warhorse in the grand scheme of all things TTRPG. Do send him a follow. Do send him some love. And of course, do not forget all of those raid emotes that you can throw in. Prepare for battle. What the hell? Maybe I need to fix that command. Maybe.
Yeah.
What happened there? I definitely have to fix that. But we do have raid emotes. I swear we do. Throw them into the chat. Let them ring, let them soar, let them roar, and till we meet again, as always, guys, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.